From desert ground to global icon, watch the Burj Khalifa rise, step by step. This is where it all begins. First, we propel the canvas. Every masterpiece starts with perfect alignment. Now, we dig down to create a foundation of unmatched strength. A dry site is a stable site. This system protects the foundation. We dig until we hit the unshakable bedrock. This surface must be perfect to support the giants that come next. The foundation's true anchors arrive. This is the first bite into the earth for the world's tallest building. Each hole must reach 50 meters down. The skeleton of each foundation pile is built by hand. This monumental hand craftsmanship is required before any concrete is poured. Now the steel skeleton meets the earth. The final seal. High-strength concrete fills the void. The first connection to the deep earth. Each hole must reach over 50 meters, deeper than many buildings are tall. To control the concrete's own heat, we weave in a cooling system. This formwork is the mold for the building's base. The largest continuous pour begins now. The concrete is alive with chemical heat. We manage it carefully. The final section seals the foundation. The heart of the skyscraper begins here, with its first jump form. Inside this mold, a steel skeleton is woven. The heart takes its first solid shape. The formwork doesn't come down, it climbs. Concrete generates immense heat as it cures. This network controls that thermal heart. We embed dozens of these digital thermometers to listen to the concrete's heartbeat. This is the mold for the building's base, a container for history. The largest continuous pour in history begins now. The concrete is alive with chemical heat. We manage it like a living organism. The skyscraper's spine begins with this climbing mold. Inside this mold, we weave the tower's steel skeleton. The mold doesn't come down, it climbs to build the next level. The cycle repeats. Steel, then stone. With each cycle, the tower's heart rises higher. At these heights, perfection is measured in millimeters. The spine needs the support of these massive wings. each wing, a skeleton of steel is placed. Meticulous preparation that ensures each buttress will have immense, resilient strength. The first wing is sealed with concrete. Between the bones, we create the first floor. A mesh of steel will hold this floor together, creating the crucial monolithic structural connection that binds everything. The first permanent floor is born. Sky, concrete needs a vertical highway. These specific floors will house the building's heart and lungs. Steel, concrete, climb. This rhythm becomes the building's heartbeat. These are the building's hidden tendons, locking the spine to the wings. It's a critical component in the structural buttress core design. This ligament needs its own dense skeleton. The connection solidifies into a single, unbreakable unit. The skeleton for the soaring summit arrives. The cranes must grow taller with the tower. This engineering allows these essential giants to service the ever-rising structure. The process repeats, floor upon floor. A significant milestone. The core reaches the height of a conventional skyscraper. The wings of the tower rise in tandem with its spine. Here, the building transforms. The columns change shape to shed weight. For the highest reaches, we need a special, stronger kind of stone. We are now pushing concrete higher than it has ever been pumped before. The halfway point of the occupied tower, the core stands alone in the sky. This is a vertical town square, a transfer hub in the sky. The core makes its final preparation for the crown. This is the final load of structural concrete for the living tower. For the final concrete pinnacle, we switch to a seamless slip form. It moves continuously, extruding perfect concrete like a vertical factory. The final shield is placed on top of the world. The skeleton is complete. Tradition marks this moment. The icon's crown is crafted with millimeter precision, far from the site. The summit arrives in pieces. To lift the crown into place, we build a crane on the roof. The first piece of the pinnacle begins its final ascent. The icon is anchored to the earth here. The crane must climb inside the very structure it is building. Piece by piece, the tower claims its final meters. Bolts hold it, but the weld makes it one. Each new segment is narrower, tapering to a point in the sky. The very tip, the final piece of the puzzle. The beacon that warns aircraft also becomes the building's crowning jewel. It is done. 828 meters from the desert floor to the tip of the spire. The giants that built the skyline now make their exit. The crane that built the summit must now be taken apart within it. Now, we install the permanent muscles that will service the tower for its lifetime. The skin begins here with these anchors. These anchors. This is the first window to the world. A mosaic of 26,000 glass panels slowly dresses the giant. Even before it's finished, we install the system that will keep it forever clean. The glass skin now covers the height of a major downtown building. We pass the halfway point of the tower's skin. The skin now touches the clouds, enclosing the world's highest occupied floors. The interior heavens are sealed with vast spans of glass. Here at the Public's pinnacle, we install the most dramatic windows on Earth. The final piece of the skin completes the envelope. These invisible seams are the building's shield against the desert and the sky. Now we test the building's own robotic caretakers. These vertical tunnels will become the fastest highways in the sky. Yes. These rails are the tracks for the vertical rockets. This is the brain and brawn of the vertical transportation. And each car is a custom capsule assembled on site. The steel tendons that will lift and lower the cars are threaded with perfect tension. This workhorse will carry the building's lifeblood, people and materials for the final fit out. We push the limits, testing the world's fastest double-deck elevators. These are the silent guardians, the permanent pedestrian paths from sky to ground.
This is the building's nervous and circulatory system, installed before a single wall is built.
These are the building's lungs, distributing air to every corner. This is the building's immune system, a network of water ready to fight fire in seconds. Enough wire to circle the globe is threaded through these walls to power a vertical city. This is the building's digital nervous system, carrying data at the speed of light. Now we define the rooms. The bones of the interior are made of steel. The skeleton gets its skin, creating smooth walls and ceilings. Before fine finishes, we create a perfectly flat, level canvas. This is one of the building's water hearts, storing thousands of liters for the occupants above. These are the glaciers of the sky, creating cool air for the entire vertical city. We bring the tower to life, feeding it with monumental power. The last sentinels are placed, each one a life-saving device. These are the building's nerve endings, feeling temperature, light, and movement. The eyes and guardians of the tower are put in place. the final overhead layer, hiding services and defining the space. Underfoot, the building gets its final texture: stone, fabric, and tile. The color and texture bring the walls to life. Custom-built woodwork defines the luxury and function of each space. The final touch points of luxury and utility are installed. The final layer of illumination brings the space to life. The portals that defend privacy and passage are set. Transparent barriers that preserve the breathtaking views. The silent guides that tell you where you are in the vertical city. The world's first impression of the tower is crafted here. Days. Here, construction meets haute couture. Every detail is bespoke. Efficiency meets elegance in the corporate sky. A home in the clouds, complete in every detail. The last act, erasing every trace of the build, revealing the masterpiece. We reshape the desert to cradle the icon. A hidden vein network brings life to the oasis. The desert blooms at the foot of the tower. Water and light will dance around the tower's base. The final paving creates the pedestrian landscape. The final jewel, a programmable crown of light. Every system is tested as one living, breathing organism. The final guardians give their seal of approval. The key to the city in the sky is granted. The journey ends. The icon is born.